Hence, we are going to deal with one more content that is called as observed molar mass, or it is also called as observed density. Okay. Let us take with respect to question. This is one of the content which is a little important. It has come once in the exam. N2O4 gas state converted to 2NO2 gas. The observed molar mass of N2O4 at equilibrium is 80 grams per mole. Calculate alpha value. Okay. What he is saying is, see, he is saying mass, right? And you know very well, number of moles. So, number of moles will be equal to weight by molecular weight. Okay. Number of moles is equal to nothing but weight by molecular weight. If you send molecular weight this side, what happens? N will be coming this side. So, weight by number of moles. So, average molecular weight is nothing but it is the average mass of both the contents. At the equilibrium, you will not be having only N2O4, right? You will be having these two content. At the starting point, you will be having this one. At the equilibrium point, you will be having these two. Okay. He has mentioned that weight as 80 grams. At the equilibrium, if you calculate, it is weight, this one. But if you calculate the original mass of N2O4, what it will be? It will be its molecular weight, that is nothing but 92 grams it is. Okay. But equilibrium, some will be converted into this one, right? So that you will be getting 80 grams. Okay. So average molar mass, it is taken as, if you send this one this side, what happens? Mass by molar mass you will be getting. Instead of that, you are getting average molar mass. Average molar mass he has given as 80. So the average molar mass, if you send this side, what you will be getting this side? You will be getting the total number of moles whatever that are present in this content. So in this way, the same formula whatever you are using for the moles only, and this average molar mass, it is also called as observed molar mass or experimental molar mass or average molar mass. Okay, this is found at the equilibrium. And that weight, whatever you are finding at the equilibrium, it is not the weight of the single component. It is the weight of the both the components, products as well as the reactants. Right? Suppose if you take one example, A is converting into number of moles of B. Suppose if I take initially 1, it is 0. If it is 1 minus alpha means you will be getting n alpha of the mixture 1. See, if you calculate here, it is 1 mole, right? Whatever the mass is present, that will be equal to the molecular weight because it is 1 mole. The weight will be equal to molecular weight. So this is taken as real mole, real mass. Okay. At equilibrium, some is getting dissociated and some amount of the product is formed. This is called as observed mass. This mass, whatever you are observing, it is called as observed mass. This observed mass will be equal to the total mass of the mixture by this mass of the mixture by number of moles, whatever here present. See, mass of the mixture at the equilibrium by total number of the moles at the equilibrium. This one also equilibrium, this one also equilibrium. But we know number of moles at the equilibrium is 1 minus alpha plus n alpha. This is the number of moles, so you will be getting 1 plus alpha by n minus 1. So you have got this one. Then what is the mass of the mixture? You don't know the mass of this one and you don't know the mass of this one. But you know at the starting whatever the mass is present, that is equal to the molecular weight of this one because you are taking it as 1 mole. Okay? And during the entire reaction, the mass is conserved. Okay, whatever the mass is there, it will be distributed among these two during the reaction. We know the law of conservation of mass. Mass is conserved, not the molecular weight, students. Mass of the component, whatever you are taking, it is conserved. So here the mass, as you are taking 1 mole, it will be equal to the molecular weight. So M observed will be equal to, here instead of mass of the mixture, we can take this one. Why means? Already the mass is conserved. Mass, whatever that is real, it is conserved. Okay, by 1 plus alpha into n minus 1. And we know that mass real at the initial of the system, it is totally conserved. Okay. And we know that molecular weight is nothing but 2 into vapor density. You are very well familiar with this one with respect to gas state we have learned. 2 into vapor density will be equal to mass. And instead of M observed here, you can place this as 2 into vapor density. M real here, 2 into vapor density of the real by 1 plus n minus 1 into 1. 2 will be cancelled. So vapor density observed will be equal to vapor density real by 1 plus alpha into n minus 1. Okay. So if you want to calculate the number of moles, you can easily calculate. Suppose A is there 1 minus alpha, you are getting 2 alpha, 3 alpha as well as 1 alpha. So it is 1 minus alpha plus 2 alpha plus 3 alpha plus alpha. Total you will be getting this one. Total number of moles at the equilibrium. So that this is the content. So in some books what they will be representing, instead of observed molar mass, they will be representing it with small m. Okay. Instead of capital M, they will be representing with capital M. This is real mass. Real mass is indicated with capital M. So small m observed one will be equal to the real mass by 1 plus alpha into n minus 1. In the same way, it is the density. This one. This vapor density observed is represented with small d, and the real one it is represented with capital D by 1 plus alpha into n minus 1. So that we know that observed vapor density or observed molecular mass, it has been given 80. And original mass generally it is N2O4, it is 92 by 1 plus alpha into n minus 1. Okay, so it is 2 minus 1, you will be getting 80. If you make the value to get substituted, so 2 minus 1 it is 1, so that if you send this one, 1 plus alpha will be equal to 92 by 80 and alpha will be equal to 12 by 80, so approximately it will be equal to 0.15. Okay students, based on this only you solve this problem. So vapor density observed for PC alpha, it is been given 62. The real mass of the vapor density of PC alpha, it has been given 104. Calculate the percentage of alpha in the equation of PCl5 equilibrium with PCl3 plus Cl2. Okay students, I think you are getting this. Okay, so in place of vapor density of PC alpha, you keep it as 62. Vapor density of the real 104 plus 1 plus alpha into, you calculate the number of moles. What this is 1 minus alpha means alpha plus alpha, so it will become, n will become 1 plus alpha. Okay, total number of moles will become 1 plus alpha into something, you will be getting 1 plus alpha. Okay, 1 plus alpha will be getting. Calculate the value of alpha, so that the answer will be approximately equal to 68. If you are able to do this, you are very good at understanding the observed molecular weight. Okay students, I have already said that yesterday we were solving some problems, right? We have solved with respect to the problems of Kp and Kc. We have got something like the last question, 1.6 moles per liter. Okay, take this question and solve the questions with respect to Kp and Kc only. This is the content, A plus B converting to C plus D. The equilibrium constant for the reaction is 100. If initially 1 molar concentration of each of the 4 species is taken and the equilibrium, find the equilibrium concentration of D. This is the question that has come in the IIT 2016. Solve this answer. I hope that you are good at the content, so that if you solve the answer, you will be getting the answer. If you are unable to do that, you can go through this. Okay, answer is D. And take one more question like this, N2 plus 3H2, it is giving us to 2NH3. If the partial pressure of N2 and H2 are 0.8 and 0.4 atmospheres at equilibrium, and total pressure of the gases at equilibrium is 2.8 atmospheres, find Kp. Options A is 25, B is 50, C is 75 and D is 100. So solve the question. If you solve that question, you will be getting the answer. Pause the video and solve the question, students. Unless you solve the questions, you will not be having very clear idea regarding solving the problems. Just by looking over the problems, if you think that you are getting all the things, then in the examination, when you come into the practicality of solving the problem, you will be facing some difficulty. Now itself you face the difficulty, in exam it will be very easy. So coming into the content, the answer will be B, it is 50. And take 2 more questions, 3 more questions are there, and you solve those things, and this will be the last of this class. 2SO2 plus O2, it is in equilibrium with 2SO3. SO3 and SO3 and O2 are the gases are mixed in a container having initial partial pressure of 1 atmosphere each. If Kp is equal to 1.87 atmospheres, find the partial pressures of SO2 at equilibrium at constant volume. This is one of the most important and very good model question. If you are able to solve this, then you are solving, you can solve all the questions whatever that you are doing in the paper, right? Try to solve the questions by passing the video. So students, if you go into the content, initially what he is saying, he has taken SO3 and O2, he is taking SO3 and O2, this is 1 mole and this is 1 mole, and he has this formation, he has taken nothing, so it is 0. So from 1 mole it is P, it is going, so you are taking from 1 mole you are removing P, right? Means for 2 it is going P, so for 1 it should be P by 2, so for 2 it is P. Okay, so if you take 2P, so it is 1 minus 2P, it is 1 plus P. So if you take 1 mole, this is the condition. For 2 moles if you go, this will be the condition, automatically you will be getting the same answer. Go for the Kp and you require the P value. PV is equal to N naught is the ideal gas equation. P is directly proportional to N because V, R, T are taken as constant. So far for doing this problem, P is nothing but it is proportional to the number of moles. Okay, so instead of that, so it is 1.87, it is equal to 1 minus 2P whole square by 1 plus P into 2P whole square. So that you will be getting one equation. Instead of solving the equation, it will be very difficult manner. So you come doing that in the reverse manner. Substitute the value of 0.2 in the alpha value wherever you are having, the P value wherever you are having. Because he has taken 2P value, right? 2P value he is asking. 2P value you substitute so that you will be getting the answer, and the answer will be approximately 0.4. So answer is B. Okay, students, take this question. You are having two more questions. This one A2 plus B2 converting to 2AB at equilibrium 0.2 moles of A2 and 0.3 moles of 0.1 moles of AB. Total pressure is 6 atmospheres. Find Kp. These are the options. And if you solve that, this is the pattern of solving of the question. And finally, you will be getting the answer as 0.166. Answer is B. Take one more question. CO plus 2H2 converted to alcohol 0.2 moles of CO in a 5 liter flask is made to react with H2 at 327 degrees centigrade at equilibrium. 0.1 mole of CH3OH gas are formed if Kp for this reaction is K alpha. Kp is equal to alpha by 4.92 whole square. Calculate alpha if the pressure at the equilibrium is 4.92 atmospheres. Options are 9 by 16, 9 by 25, 16 by 9 and 25 by 9. Pause the video and solve the question, students. So I am showing you the answer. So check out the answer whether you have got or wrong. The answer is generally D. Answer is 25 by 9. So from initially I am showing here, this is the pattern 0.2 A 0, 0.2 A minus 2x. If you assume this as A, this is x. We know that at equilibrium it is equal to 0.1. So x should be equal to 0.1. This is 0.1. 2 into 0.1. This is 0.1. We should know the value of A also. To find out the value of A, we should go for the equation PV is equal to nRT. So that n will be equal to half. Means what does it indicate? At equilibrium 0.1 plus A minus 0.2 plus 0.1 should be equal to 0.5. So that A value will be equal to 0.5. So that A is equal to 0.5 minus 0.2, you will be getting 0.3. Now by taking all the mole fractions, you can solve all the things. Number of moles of this one by CO by total number of moles, number of moles of H2 by total number of moles, number of moles of CH3OH by total number of moles into PT. If you do that, you will be getting the final answer as, in this pattern, the answer is 25 by 9. So the option is D. If you are able to do this, you are very good at solving these questions. This is for today. Thank you, students. Bye bye.